You know how this goes. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified. Like, share, subscribe. Hey, millionaires. Welcome to part 2 of making my fashionable everyday tote. Okay? Now, I took off what I needed to do. Let me tell you. I have the straps. Now, you can see the thickness. I don't know, millionaires. My sewing machine, it already has holes from them sewing it in. So, hopefully my machine can follow those holes and I can get these straps put on. I hope so. This strap here is still negotiable. I don't have to have a shoulder strap. And I could put it on maybe later if I don't want to put it on now. But I took off all of the little accessory that was in both bags. And I have them hanging here. So I don't know about the side yet. I don't know. But I do want to see, I want to show you. I want a stiff bag. Now, my Lay's potato chip bag is stiff because I use contact paper and batting and, so it's sitting nice and pretty. Now, this is material. This bag is some material kind of like what I'm getting ready to use. A canvas-like material. It also has interfacing. It has black interfacing. It had a very thin lining, but it had a lining. Now, this is a very collapsible bag. I don't want a collapsible bag. It even has the bottom to help stiffen it. I don't want it collapsing like this. Even though they didn't taper the corners at the top to box it, and that still wouldn't have done anything. It's still. So I got to make sure, and I really want to make sure that my bag stands up like my potato chip bag. It just stands up still. I can just throw stuff in it, pick stuff up, take it out, put it in. But that means the more I do, the thicker it's going to be. And you know that sewing machine that I have, we chancing it every time I'm doing a project. I am chancing it. You know what I mean? So I am so gracious when I get through and finish a project. I am very gracious that machine held up. Machine, needle, all of it. I mean, timing may be off, all that kind of stuff because of all of the rough patches that I try to make it go through, that it does not want to go through. Even when I wheel it with my hand, it doesn't want to do it. So anyway, millionaires, let's see where we are, what we want to do next. Well, actually, we left off, I got all of the pieces. Let's go over here. I have all of the pieces I need to put together. There they are. I want to feel that again just to make sure. I got the pockets that's going to go on the lining. I have a batting. Seriously thinking about adding batting. I did not want to add batting. But the way I'm making the bag, I can add batting. It wouldn't be a problem. So I'm seriously thinking about it, millionaires. Let me go ahead on and get started putting together these pieces. And then if I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. We'll see. Okay, so I'm going to put them together like a puzzle. First, I will put this piece with this piece. And then I will put the bottom piece to this piece. And I'll do the same at the top, measure and cut them when I get done, okay? So that's how we're doing this. All right, millionaires, I got both of them put together. I'm going to iron it. I'm going to use this to straighten out my sides and edges and all that kind of stuff, just to make it straight. Like right here, it's a little crooked, and I need to straighten it up a little bit. And doing it with scissors is not going to get it. So this is what we're looking like. This is my lining. Ooh, it looks a little weird, but it's going to be inside of the bag, so it's whatever. Let's go with some inches and see what we're looking like. If I remember correctly, we need 21 and by 14, something like that. Okay, we're at about 22. 14 and a half, a little, almost 15, 14 and a half. So I'm going to trim it up and we should be looking really good. Let me get my cutting board. Millionaires, I'm in need of cutting this video short. I'm sorry. Part 2 is not going to be too long because I'm packing to go to Murfreesboro, Tennessee in the morning. Me and my husband and his sister to go and see his daughter for her birthday. Yes, so I gotta get packed. I gotta do a lot of things. I have to do a lot of things, so that's gonna mean I need to hurry up with this. I'm gonna do as much as I can in the little time that I have to do it. I just want to straighten up these edges. What I just rolled over. Okay, let's see. Not bad. Okay, that's a lot better. Let's see here. I mean, it's not bad. It's just not the best. You know, I know it's crooked. So I have the 4 on the 46. Okay. So, I mean, as you can see, I mean, it's good. Let's see what I need to. I don't think I can go with that, millionaires. I think I can go with that. Okay, let's get our front piece cut. Oh, I'm so excited. Am I putting batting? Still a question. Still a question. Let's get this front piece cut. Same size as that, and I need 2 pieces, of course. You see, I got the sewing machine rolling around, portable. Got my portable sewing machine. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Look like this will be wide enough. Should be able. Should be able. Let's come down here. All right, this is the outside. Now the lining, I mean, yeah, the lining needs to be smaller than the outside. So I'm gonna be sure to cut or sew it. I'll be sure to sew my lining with a bigger seam than I sew my outside, my outer piece. Ooh, I'm just simply trying to. We're gonna cut this off. All right. Now, I still have more to do, other projects. All right. Let's get this trimmed over here. So millionaires, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. It's a beautiful Friday today. You'll get this on Monday. I hope your weekend was wonderful. I know I will have a wonderful weekend on a road trip, one of my favorite things to do. I don't do planes, I don't do boats. I will do a train. I will do a train. It's close to an automobile, so. Woo, honey, I am chopping this up. mean chopping. All right. Let me lay this down. I need some support here. It don't feel like I'm cutting through anything. I'm gonna get me a blade. I promise I'm gonna get a blade, man. I'm gonna get a blade for these cutters. All the cutters I have are dull. Every last one of them. Even if I ran and got one from Dollar Tree, it wouldn't last long. So I have to go to Michael's. As you know, Joanne has left the building. We do not have a Joann's anymore. So Walmart, Michael's, Hobby Lobby. All right, I butchered it, but I got it cut. I surely did. And there we are. Okay, now. Next, what do we want to do? And mind you, it is Friday. See, I keep forgetting about that, mayonnaise. It's Friday. So even if I cut it short today, I'll be back Sunday to get stuff. You know what? We may get this thing done. You know what I'm saying? Knock on wood, because, you know, this me talking in the past. You looking in the future. Okay, so we have that. We have that. So I can calm down a little bit and just stop at a certain time, because I know I still have Sunday. Oh. That's great. I really didn't even think about that, millionaires. Look at clothes. All his rings are already. He washed the car. He washed the car today. When he washed the car, oh, them rings getting closed. All right, let's put this over here. I have my interfacing. I know I want it on the outside. Let me get my shot of this. I hit the record button anyway. Okay, let's get our interfacing cut. Oh, I'm so tired. Interfacing. Look at that. Oh, I love it. You know, the same thing happened last time. So that's pretty much the inches for the interfacing. So I can just go ahead on and keep cutting them the same size. So I know. I love that. I love it. Now I'm praying I have enough for both sides. I am praying that I don't have to go in there and find that lightweight and put it on the other side. Oh my goodness. That's gonna be devastating. All right, we got one piece cut. It's supposed to be in yards now. When you're dealing with yards, you should have enough for a few projects. Yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. And it helps so much that it's the same width. I mean, where is the beginning of this thing? There it is. Oh, wait. And I say it worked out. And I say it worked out. And I say it worked out. Yeah, it worked out. All right, let's go. Yes. Okay, and a little piece left to do something else with. Maybe it need to be in the strap or something. You never know. All right, let's get this ironed on. Let's go. All right. I gotta take the water out of the iron. Make sure you have the spotty side down. That is the glue. Okay? Spotty side on the wrong side of the fabric. I have to get the iron out of the water out of my iron. I have so many things to do. I have to make sure I have husband ready for work for Sunday. Got to do that today. I got to wash a load of white clothes, which I should have been doing already. Oh, yeah. The life of a housewife. You know, people think it ain't nothing. You ain't got nothing to do. You got a lot to do when you keep in a house. You have a lot to do. You have the whole house to keep up with. That's a lot. You're standing, you're moving all day. I'm choking. So yeah. Yes, it's a lot. I wash dishes so many times a day. Sometimes I just let it pile up, and then I got 5,000 dishes to wash all at one time. But that's what I chose to do. You gotta sweep all the floors in the house. You gotta mop all the floors in the house. You got bathrooms you gotta keep up with, and you gotta do that on the regular. Thank you. Yeah, housework. It can be tiring. You can be exhausted, tired, all the good things. All right. So I do that side a little bit because I hate it. And then I come over here and I hold it on this side. I don't like holding it on that side. So I know I won't have this done to take it with me. So I'm going to take my Lay's potato chip bag with me because, baby, I got some stuff to put in there. I got a lot of stuff to put in that bag. I made that bag right on time. Right on time. Then I got to find a duffel bag to pack me and hubby up. I know it's just one day. So, of course, we'll take a bath and change our clothes, so we need a change of clothes. We need toothbrushes, we need food, we need enough for a whole day. So we should be ready when we get there. We shouldn't have to do any clothes changing or when we get there to go to the party. Yeah. Then we get to see the grandkids who don't know us very well, so they cry every time we come around. You know how the babies are, honey. It's like, we don't know you, and I really hate that. They've seen their granddad enough. I think that they should know their granddad, but it is what it is, millionaires. It is what it is. They live somewhere far, and we can't get to them often enough, and when they were babies, you know, you got to start off at babies. We weren't there when they were babies. She kept them hidden. You had COVID and all that. So really, if you wasn't in the exact family, her mom that, you know, she lived with and all that kind of stuff, then no, you wasn't seeing them children. So once they got a certain age, to where, you know, it's like, ooh, come here, and COVID over, they like, I don't know you. Get away from me. So that's where we still are for some reason. They big enough, I think, to know us by now. And to know that you don't have to cry. You know what I mean? You're a big kid now. Stop crying. Just say, hey, give me a fake hug and go on. You big enough to do the fake hug thing now. Like, I don't know you. You ain't give me no candy, no money. Here your fake hug and let me go. Don't keep calling me, telling me to come here. That's all you gotta do. So I'm thinking yes to the quilting. Yes to the quilting. I need to know, how do you make a stiff tote without quilting? Oh, you know what? Really stiff interfacing. But I used to work with some really stiff interfacing when I made purses, real purses. The cowboy purse, actually. And it needed to be nice and stiff. So I used the stiffest kind. And if that didn't hurt my hands, oh my God, my hands. Trying to mess with that thick interfacing. No, thank you. No, thank you. I know they got a lot of numbers you can go through when you go to interfacing. I could look for something else that wouldn't be so thick, but then I still have to think about my sewing machine and what my sewing machine can handle. All of that. Well, millionaires, I'll see you when I get through ironing this. I'll see you back at the table. All right, we gotta use our time preciously. And the space on the phone. All right, that's what we working with. Now, I know I want this to be the bottom and this to be the top for my lining, okay? It doesn't matter up there. So now we're gonna do cut our 3 by 3 inch square out of our corners. I need to put on my pockets. Now, did I decide if I want them on the outside of my bag or the inside of my bag? So I could do one on each side on the inside. Let me see, that's my 3 inch. So I'm gonna square off. So about here will be my pockets. Let's see how it will look on the outside. And I'm gonna do both pockets. If I'll do the outside, I'm gonna do both pockets. How that look? I think it's unique. This look like it should be on the inside, actually. This look like it should be on the outside. But because it is canvas, it's going on the outside. But it's kind of cute. I like it. I'm going on the outside. Okay, so pockets going on the outside. We're going to try to sew on this handle. That is adorable. Oh, I love it. And then that'll be it. I'm not going to try to do anything else. Let me see if this pink, just as I said, I'm not going to try to do. Talking about, let me see. Okay, listen to this. If this is too big, which I think it is, why not just use this beautiful pink for my handles? I'm going to cut it and make 2 handles. Yeah. I love that idea. Okay, let's see how long it is. Let's see. How do you undo it without cutting the wrong side? That is a glorious idea. I'm not strapping it off at all. I really don't want to. I want hand handles, arm handles, those kind of handles. Not, you know. Okay, get out. Ooh. Yes, that's a good idea. Okay, let's get this through here. Let's take it through there. We can put this up and use this for something else. All of this. All right, let's see here. Okay, keep that for later. Now, let's see. We're going to have to half it. So whatever size it is. Oh, isn't that lovely? Just a little bit shorter. I do not care. This is gorgeous. I love it. Okay. So I'm going to cut this in half. Perfect halvesy. Perfect halvesy. And that is my straps. Oh! So excited. I will be using this for something else. Okay. Now, I'm going to sit down and sew on my pockets side by side. I think that is absolutely adorable. And then I'm going to sew on my straps on each side. So my straps I will tuck a little because my machine ain't finna sew all the thickness. And I think I should be able to get a little something with that. Okay? I really do. And then, let's see. I'm going to measure it with the bag I have now. I like the comfort of my handle. So I will put my handle where my bag is now. And I think that's going to be great. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Let's do it. Okay, let me cut my notches first. And this time, I'm going to do them face to face because last time my notches were off, feel like to me. My strap was off because I had them on. I'm doing them just like this. That way, when I do put it together, it is cut together. Okay. Right at the bottom here. Look how that works out every time. Just like it did last time, Millionaire. Just as it did. Can I cut that? No. I feel like I'm about to break my blade. Honestly. Go just a little more here. Alright. I'll be right on the seam. Right on the seam, y'all. Okay. Let's get this side cut. I love that I have a 3-inch ruler. That worked out. Hold on, that is not straight. I think I broke something. I'm going in with scissors. Ooh, that's some thick stuff. What is so thick? I'm right in a seam. Oh my goodness, that's thick. Right in a seam. Cut all that extra off. All right, we have our 3x3 cut over there. Let's get our 3x3 cut here. Put that up there. All right, bring this down here. Now don't forget, I am going to sew. Oh wait, let me do face to face. Cause learn stuff the hard way, millionaires. But you learn, you know, you learn. Okay, now as you can see, I gotta cut some stuff up there. It's not right on time with each other. But that's all right. We'll get that done. Where's that ruler? 3x3. Okay. All right, that was some good cutting there. Okay. By 3. Straighten it up. All right, got that done. Let me square this off down here, because this is way off from each other. Look at that. I don't know what I call myself doing there. I never trimmed them up together. This one at the top is so much shorter than the bottom one. Look at that. Look how much that's gonna throw me off. What is happening? Man, what is going on? Wow, okay. Well, let me get the trimming. Oh my goodness, that's gonna shorten my bag by almost an inch. That is horrible. Okay, I'm on 10. I don't like that at all. Let me get over here as far as I can to this corner. Oh my goodness gracious. Down. So that means I'm gonna have to do a lot of. Okay, let's go. Let me move this out the way. Let me see how much taller before I even get started is this one. So I know before I even get started what I'm gonna have to cut. Okay, that's like almost right on time there. That is literally almost right on time. Alright, let's go. I'll wait. Use the cutting board, and I need to move my pieces of handkerchief. I want to cut my handkerchief. Feel like I got it lined up good, y'all. My back is absolutely killing me bending over on this table. Oh my God. All right, I'm done trimming. No more trimming after this. I will not be trimming anything else. It is what it is after this video. Oh my God. All right, let me cut that with the scissors. That feels pretty thick. And it just makes me just cut it up, just saw it up with that doggone bad blade. Okay, now I'm happy, now I'm satisfied. Now I'm ready to put on my, put that up there, right here. Ooh, I'm so hot. All right. Now we're finna get ready to put the top, the pockets and the straps on. Yes! All right, pockets are in place. Getting those pinned down. I did them 5 inches from the end, both of them. 5 inches from the end. So that's how I know they're in the same spot. Blah, blah, blah. And I wanted them close together like that because you know the sides will be taken in. You know, there's going to be a deep side. There'll be deep sides on it, all that kind of stuff. All that's going to be cut off when I, do my thing. Okay, so let's get these on right quick, and I'll be right back. All right, so we have the front. We have our pockets on the front. And like I say, this will be about here. Will be folded about here. So my bag will be about that tall. That's what we're looking at now. It seems a little shorter than the other bag, way shorter than the other bag, but that's okay. I don't know. We'll see once we're done, but that's what I'm thinking, and this is what I'm thinking on my strap. I want it actually in the pocket, because I need to leave out because I got to hem that down. So I had to go down in the pocket, but I think that's actually cute. So yes, can you see that? That's what we're looking like. So I'm finna get ready to sew this on. I'm gonna go across, up, and I'm gonna do a nice little piece, but not too much, because I want my I want my strap to, you know, do that kind of stuff like that. So about here, I'm just gonna sew across and make a little, you know, cross, 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 cross. Nothing fancy. Across the bottom, across here, across the bottom, across here. That's it. All right, and then we'll move on after that. Millionaires, I have erased and scrapped everything I have said so far. Not everything. Okay, change of plans. I'm taking the strap off of the side with the pockets. This is going to be the inside lining. It is. What I am planning to do, and let me tell you why before I even tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to my husband's daughter's birthday. I don't go empty-handed, right? I said, well, if I make this bag nicely, it could be a gift to daughter, right? A tote bag. Who wouldn't like a tote bag? A colorful tote bag. You can put baby bottles and Pampers and, well, the baby's big now, but still. She got little babies. But they, one in school, 5, one is 2. So, hey, you can still use a tote bag. So, why not make her the tote bag? And we got a gift, millionaires. We don't walk in without a gift. So, I said, well, I don't want to mess it up trying to slop that jean material in the middle. I just didn't want to do it. Then I said, well, maybe if I can find the other interfacing, and I just take the rest of the material. Ooh, I done sold that thing. I almost broke it. I sold it so much. But anyway, I take the rest of this material right here and do a lining with it instead, because I'm still working for stiffness now, okay? So I said I could put my other interfacing on the rest of on the other lining that I'm making, but I couldn't find it. So I said, well, why don't I quilt it? Then I said, well, I'd rather have my quilting on the outside. So I said, well, if I take the straps off of the side with the pockets, then this could be my lining. So I don't have to take the strap off the other piece. It could still go, I may have to still take it off because I'm going to quilt the outside. I still got to take the dang straps off, millionaires. I thought I was going to get away with it. I just knew I was going to get away with that. Okay, well, anyway, I'm taking off the straps. And the pocket stays because this is now the inside lining. It looks kind of rough, but ooh, it look rough. Ooh, and I sewed it on, y'all. Golly. Glad it's inside the pocket. Ooh, in the inside lining. So, because I want the outside quilted now. I'm gonna quilt it, and that will help stabilize it even more. So I'm going to quilt the outside, and this inside lining has the interfacing already on it. And I want to get it done tonight. So when hubby gets off work, I'll be right here in this spot until I get done. I've already got us packed up. And I got sandwiches packed up. I have cake packed up for snacks. We're going to have water. I have my clothes packed up. We're only going to be gone one day, really. We leave out Saturday. We come back Sunday. But we stay overnight. So, you know, that's taking showers and changing clothes. And, yeah, so you got to be ready. And then you got a car ride. So do I ride with my party clothes on? Do I take my party clothes and put them on before we go to the party? You know, it's things. So I have us ready that way. And he come home, he can pack whatever clothes he wants to wear. I don't know what he wants to wear. But I have the bag out and ready to be packed. And so, yeah, I'm going to give this my go, a good go to get it done tonight. I love these pink straps. So they definitely going on the purse. If I can save them. If I don't kill them. If I don't kill them, millionaires. Because I sold these suckers down. When I say I sold them down, I sold them down. So they don't come off. So now, quilting, I have to have 2 fresh pieces for quilting. And, yeah. All right. Ooh, honey. When I say I went across this thing 20 times, I didn't think I was going to, I had no idea I was going to be taking it off. No freaking idea. Well, millionaires, let me get off here. This is going to be a super, super long video. A super long video, okay? Matter of fact, millionaires, let me just end it here, and I'm going to start another video, part 3. And it will be started over because we're making a whole different bag than what I thought I was making, okay? So we're going to start it over. That's life. That's life, millionaires. That's life. You just never know what is going to happen. And me, with all these full long videos, that's just not going to get it. I have to crack down on myself and end them and start a new one, okay? And that's what I'm about to do right now. Oh, yeah, let me get all this out. Ooh, I mean, when I say I sold it on, I sold it on. All right, so change plans. This is now the lining, okay? Now I'm saying I want to do, so I wouldn't be able to do it, so I gotta take this handle off. Let me think. I'm thinking now. I don't want to make the wrong move here. So I know there's a lining. So if I take another piece and make it the lining, then I still wouldn't be able to do anything with this. And I can't put it on lining with the, and I had them in the perfect spot. I just love where I have them at. I hope I don't forget what I did when I put them back on. I just knew I was going to be able to leave this one off. Okay, so if I take this off, it's going to the lining, and then that will be, yeah. Now, once I quilt the outside, then I will put the straps back on. I will put them on the outside at that point. Man, I cannot believe this. Why didn't I think of this sooner? I knew where I was going. I was trying to make myself a bag, and I'm thinking, I'm like, I have a old Christmas present that I made her last year that she did not get, and I was gonna take her Christmas present. So that's all I was thinking about, is making sure she get that Christmas present. I didn't think about I could make her something for her birthday. But when it pops up like this, I feel like it's meant to be. It's meant to be. It popped in my head just out the blue. It's meant to be. Now I just need to be able to get this strap off. Ooh, I went all the way around with this sucker, y'all. I was not playing. Okay. Let me get this off. And then I'll be right back so I can close this video out. And then we'll have a whopping part 3, which will be really the finale. You should know that by now. You can actually do a bag in a few hours, but it seems like I can't be still for a few hours and get it done. And then I'm not going to have a few-hour video either. That'll be way too long. So no matter what, we're going to have at least 2 videos when doing these bags, okay? At least 2 videos. Boy, that doggone sewing machine. Ooh, I hope it don't tear my strap and I have to make them shorter. That's what I'm afraid of. I'm gonna have to make them shorter. I'm getting it out. I'm trying to catch that thread and pick it on out of there. Catch that thread and pick it on out of there. because I couldn't go from the inside. I'm talking, it will not release. Look at that. Now, I done broke threads on the front. Why am I not getting a release here? Nowhere. And I don't want to rip my material. All right, you guys, I'm going to work on this. Give me 1 second. All right, I got my quilting cut, and I'm going to do the diagonal all the way. So we're going to have diamonds. I want to get this done tonight, so I am zooming through it, millionaires. So I'll be right back. We're going to go on and finish this on this video. I'm going to zoom through there too. Let's roll. Millionaires, I was talking to you, didn't hit the button, but I'm going with slants. I'm not going to do the diamond. I don't have time, but it actually looks good because the polka dots are doing the same slant. So let me slant the other side and I'll be back. All right, I got them both striped off. You know, I am so upset that I don't have time. I just really don't have time tonight, and we're leaving out early in the morning, so I can't diamond it. But I mean, it's cute with the slants. I'm not gonna lie, it is, but the diamond would have been awesome. Awesome. But yeah, we're gonna go with the slants. Okay, so now I need to put my straps back on. So I'm gonna put my straps back on the same way I did the first time, okay? All right, I'll be back. All right, straps are on. I have them 7 inches from the end of the purse, and I have them 3 inches deep, 3 inches down, okay? 7 inches from the edge, 3 inches down. Okay, got both of them squared off, and I'm gonna sew them on again. That's it this time. Now, y'all see my lines, right? I got my lines going this way on this side, and they going that way on that side. Did I do that on purpose? I don't know. But what's done is done. All right, let's get them put on. Sorry about that. All right, we have right side to right side on our lining, right side to right side on our outer bag. That's my husband, y'all watching TV. And we're going to sew down the side, down the side, down the bottom. And we're going to do the same thing for the outer. Down the side, across the bottom. And then I will meet you right back here, okay? Yeah, right back. All right, bring your corners together and sew on your inner and your outer. All right, millionaires, it is time to sit the inner lining inside of the bag and turn in, and sew together. Okay, I'll show you. Let me get it pinned and all that, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Sit it just like this, wrong side to wrong side, inside of your bag. All right, I got it all in. As you can see, I turned both sides to each other and pinned. Just like we did the other bag, same bag. All right, and look at those little pockets, ain't they cute? All right, all I need to do now is pinch my corners and sew those, and we are done with this tote. All right, I think she's gonna love it. All right, man, there it is, it's done. And I love it. I hope she loves it. I love it. Came out pretty doggone good. Squared off good. Pockets a little high. I got to work on my inside pockets. They don't have to be up that doggone high, but they up there. That's all right. And I'm thinking about putting a snap on this one. Just a simple snap. I'm thinking about it. But that's it, millionaires. I love it. So I will be gifting this to my daughter-in-law in the morning. Happy birthday. All right, millionaires, I see you at the table. Millionaires, I want to thank you so much for spending this time with me. Once again, we have did it again, millionaires. Now, this was going to be my casual tote, but I'm going to make it my daughter-in-law's birthday present. Can't beat that. my stepdaughter. What do they call them? Her niece. I think it's daughter. My stepdaughter. But here it is. I love it. It turned out great. Isn't that nice? So, nothing big, no big bangers or anything. It's just a beautiful polka dotted bag with 2 pockets. And a beautiful pink strap. Don't play. All right, millionaire. So I'm giving it to her tomorrow. Now I'll let you know her reaction. I don't know if she's, you know. I ain't gonna even say it, but y'all know how it go. But anyway, man, thank you for being here for another creation. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified when I'm here. Just pulling it out of my you know what. Don't play. I love you guys, and I'll see you Monday. Peace. So, did you like, share, subscribe? Did you hit the bell to be notified?